I think retail investors are smarter than they get credit for. I think they constantly get talked down upon by Wall Street people, including all the anonymous Wall Street bros who have accounts on Twitter who take, and sometimes they're legitimate, like people that work within a hedge fund. Sometimes they just portray themselves that way and they don't really, you can tell if you start to dig beneath the surface, they don't understand it. But they're always talking down on retail. I remember like this funny story. I was like, one of my daughters had a leak in her bathroom in January, and like water started pouring down through the ceiling into our kitchen. And so I hired this guy to come and paint the ceiling to cover up the water stain. And he started asking me about this quantum stock that I had tweeted about called BTQ Technologies. And I quickly, and he was long BTQ as well, which at the time was like an over-the-counter stock. It was only traded in Canada where I had bought it. And then now it's just a month ago, it got uplisted to NASDAQ. But he was in BTQ in January. And I realized as I was talking to him, he knew pretty much as I did about post-quantum cryptography and like all this, the reasons why BTQ was well positioned and stuff like this. And so it was a bit of an aha moment that, and I've met lots of other people like this as well. They make money in their jobs doing whatever they're doing, painting, plumber, electrician, whatever. But they really see stocks as a sort of important place for where they got to spend an extra 3 hours a night to potentially really jumpstart their own personal situation. And so I think they're a lot smarter than people think. I think in hindsight, they've been highly rational in piling into quantum names. So I differ from, I don't know, the Jim Cramers of the world who try to warn you against getting into quantum stocks and instead want to steer you into getting into CRM, Salesforce, which he's constantly flying out there, going to Dreamforce, talking about how great Salesforce is. I pulled up the 5-year chart on Salesforce. Salesforce is down 8% in the last 5 years.